up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Yes, I'm doing the intro this time. Hopefully I don't delete it. Is the Matt Patricia talk heating up or what? Not really. But I have stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. Been a little bit of talk about Matt Patricia recently, and we know a lot of fans were kind of upset. And when Rod Wood was asked about Matt Patricia's future, he had no comment on it. And when Matt Patricia was talked to, he basically says that he believes the Lions need one win to salvage this train wreck of a season recently, to really get things back on track, which I believe is actually true as a coach. Not as a coach. I'm not a coach. Do I look like a coach? I have a video on that. No, you know what? I'm not going to throw. Should I throw it in there? It may be in here. I don't know. I'm sorry. Look, this is what's going on right now, and I think that's true. From at least what I can see from watching other sports, I think it really is important just to get that one win, because that does just make it changes you. It works wonders for a team, especially when you're in this huge losing slump. Because once you get out of it, you're like, hey man, we can do it. Now, at this point in the season, as a lot of you guys may know, we are the first team eliminated from the NFC playoff picture. The first team. What is... Oh, my gosh. I can't. That hurts me to say. That really does. I can't believe that. We are the first team eliminated. What is going on, y'all? So, yeah, we have a couple of more games left, and right now it's not very likely that we get another win. Now, it seems like Matt Patricia is trying to say, look, they're going to try to win and get one more win, and, you know, that would definitely help him out if the ownership does think any certain way of him right now. That would definitely help him out to get a win. And I understand at this point as fans, us are looking at it as, why win? Let's just get a higher draft pick. Which I understand, because that's the position we're in. For the coaching standpoint, I understand why you would want to win at this point, because you're just not winning games. And it does mean a lot. I mean, I don't know how much of an impact that has from one season to the next, because players are always different. That may not have much of an impact. But at least early in the season, if you're in a slump and you're able to get a win, it's big. I mean, in sports like basketball, where you have a lot of games, it's very helpful. At this point, though, I don't know. Now, when you look at some of our remaining games, who we do have left to play, I don't know how the Lions are going to get a win. I've talked about this before. I don't see the Lions getting a win, and they really do need one. I believe they said they need one to prevent their worst record since 2010. And I was trying to think that does sound right, because in 2008 they went 0-16. I believe in 2009 was 2-14, and in 2010 was 6 games? I think 2010 was 6-10. Because then 2011 was 10-6. I believe that's what it was. Or was it 4-12? No, it would have been 4-12, right? Because that makes... I'm not sure. 2010, I don't know. Okay, something, stop. Okay, let's get into this. So, when you look at our remaining games, obviously Matthew Stafford's probably not going to play again this year, and he shouldn't. Okay, if you're just doing that to try to get a win, that is not the way to do it. Next up, we play the Minnesota Vikings. I have it right here. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, I had the schedule right here. We play the Minnesota Vikings next at Minnesota. They're playing for something. We're not. I don't know how we're going to beat Minnesota. At this point, it stinks, but I'm sure a lot of you, maybe older Lions fans, know that there's been a lot of years where you have played trying to be a spoiler, right? You're not playing for anything. You're just trying to out-upset teams. And honestly, to me, that makes me even more sad to say that. We're playing spoiler. Come on, man. We're going into week 14. We're playing spoiler. This is, it's just heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking. So we're going to play the Minnesota Vikings. I almost said Timberwolves. I don't think we're going to win that game. The Vikings are going to be playing for something. Apparently, their chances of winning are 11%. Ooh, that's not very good. Better than our playoff chances. Can't do it. Then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is at home. Now, this one we could actually win. Okay, I could see this happening. I believe the percentage of win this one is 31%. They are 4-7. And we've seen Jameis Winston like this and like this. But if what we've seen tells us anything, Mitchell Trubisky, who's playing like this, who went like that when he played us, Jameis Winston's going to play like this. We'll see what happens, though. I don't know. As a fan, I would like to see them win, right? You want to see your team win, even if they don't count. You want to see your team win, and, it hurts. Like I said, I don't like seeing people get fired. I don't like seeing people lose their jobs over things. It is a business, though, and I understand that aspect of it. I have a whole video on it if you guys want to see my problem with the Lions right now. But seriously, as a fan, it's almost like we just want you to lose that we get a higher draft pick. But then are you confident that we're going to make a better pick with how we've done in the draft in our first round, right? We made so many bad picks early. So it's so hard to, as a fan right now, because you want them to win to see your team win, but then you want them to lose. But it's like, should we even lose anyways? What's the point? So Tampa Bay's then. Then after that, you have at Denver, which coming in the year, a lot of people thought this would be one of those games that could trip us up. Well, we could win this one. This might be our last win we get of the year. This is outdoors, yes, and it's the Denver Broncos, so it's away, and I know there's the whole air thing going on there. I do think we can beat Denver. I think if we have any chance, it'll be against the Denver Broncos and then the Packers, which I don't see happening. But I'm going to tell you this right now. forget all of the other stuff. If we lose our next 3 games, I want to beat the Packers. I want to beat the Packers. I'm sorry. I don't like the Packers. The Packers, to me, is like Ohio State to Michigan fans. I don't like the Packers, and I will beat them over a 1-spot difference or something like that in the draft. I know, it's hard. I don't like the Packers, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Basically, they have a 20% chance of winning. So for Matt Patricia, I don't think, like I said before, I don't think he's going anywhere after the season. I think he'll get at least another year, which will be interesting to see how that plays out. It just stinks as a fan at this point, but that's what he said. He says it takes 1 win to salvage this season, so we'll see if they can pick one of those up. Let me hear your thoughts, comments below. Do you want to see the Lions win? Do you want to see them lose? Or do you want to see them win, but hope they lose? How do you guys feel about this? And also, I've asked this question before. I want to hear it again. Who do you root for, and do you even watch the playoffs when the Lions are not in it? Because right now, we're not going to be in it. Let me hear your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.